Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Gervonta Davis coach names the only man that can beat him. Gervonta Davis extended his unbeaten campaign recently with a knockout win over Frank Martin to retain his WBA lightweight world title. The boxer from Baltimore made it 28 stoppages from 30 wins. Fans also want to see him in with fellow American Shakur Stevenson, who has a long coat for the bout and brings the WBC title to the table. Speaking to Stephen A. Smith, coach Calvin Ford said that all comers were on notice and the only person he can see causing a defeat to Gervonta is the man himself. Gervonta against Gervonta. That's the only person that's gonna beat Gervonta. I'm just telling you, there is a reason why Tank is here. I'm just the voice in his head that know how to push them buttons, and we still ain't seen greatness yet. Everybody talk about Shakur is a master boxer, but at the end of the day, what Tank do? He is setting everybody on notice. I'm tryna give them the blueprint. Accept the money and see can you beat him? When you get under them lights, man, it's a different ball game. When you get in that ring and stand across, the speed is different, the power is different. I can't hit him like I want, I'm hitting him and it's not even phasing him. Only person that I see is gonna be Gervonta right now is Gervonta. Gervonta Davis vs Frank Martin, a pay-per-view success or disappointment. WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Davis' successful title defense against Frank Martin reportedly did between 200,000 and 350,000 pay-per-view buys on June 15th. The numbers suggest that Gervonta's drawing power is not as good as he and his fans had thought. It's not a surprise that Gervonta's pay-per-view numbers for the Frank Martin fight failed to hit the 1 million mark because fans had not asked for this match. Martin had looked awful in his previous fight against Artyom Haratunian. He was not well known to boxing fans and hardcore fans, so this is another cherry pick for Tank Davis. Frank was that way in the promotion, not creating much interest, and Gervonta and his helper Leonard Ellerby could not create artificial excitement for a lackluster fight from the jump. In hindsight, Gervonta and his management's decision to choose Frank Martin rather than a rematch with Ryan Garcia or a fight against Shakur Stevenson was properly thought out. Boxing Insider Dan Rafael reports that the Davis-Martin fight brought in the above numbers, which indicate that Gervonta has returned to the levels he was at before Ryan Garcia's fight, which brought in 1.2 million buys. Depending on how you view Tank's numbers, they're either great or disappointment. It's a big letdown in a true sense because it shows that Gervonta's massive pay-per-view numbers for Ryan Garcia were due to King Rai and not to him. That's what many people suspected because Gervonta's pay-per-view numbers before that fight were mediocre. The real problem that has held Gervonta back from becoming a mega star in these reasons: poor matchmaking, fighting only soft opposition, lack of personality, failure to use social media to provoke. Tim Bradley names the one fighter who beats Gervonta very easily. Gervonta reminded fans, pundits and rivals just how destructive he can be in the ring when he stopped previously undefeated Frank Martin. The return of Gervonta after a 13-month layoff saw him back on his game, patiently measuring out Martin and dropping some rounds before unleashing that famous power. It was the first defense of his WBA lightweight world title, and many watching were so impressed that they believe there is not a contender or fellow champion in the division that can take it from him. Hall of Fame fighter turned analyzed Tim Bradley doesn't subscribe to that thinking, believing three-weight champ Shakur has what it takes. Stevenson now holds the WBC belt at 135 pounds, but was criticized for the negative performance when he won it against Edwin De Los Santos. Speaking to Fight Hub, Bradley said Stevenson would be inspired to silence his doubters come July 6 against Artyom Haratunian after Tank's more conclusive defense. Shakur already knows what he needs to do. He seeing Tank shine, he seeing Tank get that attention, but his ultimate goal is to be the best at 135 pounds. That's his goal. He gonna come in feeling some type of way, refocused, dedicated like always, and he gonna show you what he's made of on the night when he returns. He has that on him. He is cut from a different cloth. Asked if Shakur was the lightweight to beat Gervonta, Bradley had no doubt. Yeah, he is the one to beat Tank. Call me a hater, I don't give a damn. Y'all keep coming at me, keep bringing that hate. Yes, he beat Gervonta, he outboxed him. Very easy, no problem, Tim Bradley said. Shakur Stevenson on missing out on Gervonta Davis. My time will come. WBC lightweight title holder Shakur Stevenson was an interested observer for Gervonta Davis' 8-round knockout win against Frank Martin earlier this month. Stevenson is preparing to face Artem Harutyunyan on July 6 in Newark, New Jersey on ESPN. Harutyunyan gave Martin a serious run for his money before fading late last year via decision. Stevenson wants to make sure he does to Harutyunyan what Martin could not, and that's dominate. I'm not going to say I want to knock him out because at the end of the day, when you go in there looking for the knockout, that's how they don't come. I'm looking to prove their levels. We saw that Frank was on a C level, and I want to show Artem is a C level as well, Stevenson said. It was a professional versus an amateur. Frank Martin lost the fight to Davis in the first round. When Gervonta worked out and made him do exactly what he wanted to do, he lost the fight. Frank went out there and wasted a lot of energy in the first 3 or 4 rounds. By rounds 5 and 6, he got tired, especially with the weight problems he was having. Once he got tired, it was ball game. Tank lined him up and got rid of him. As Stevenson awaits to navigate his career as a free agent following the Artem Harutyunyan fight, which marks the end of his contract with the top rank, the WBA lightweight title holder Davis is aligning himself for another fighter. Teofimo Lopez leaks who Gervonta Davis is fighting real soon. Many boxers in and around Gervonta Davis' lightweight division are being linked with the Baltimore knockout artist. After more than a year out of the ring since his top-age win over Ryan Garcia, Davis returned in June with another KO victory, this time over Frank Martin. The win saw him retain his WBA lightweight title, and now the win saw him retain his WBA lightweight title, and now fans are hoping he stays more active and takes on some of the bigger names around his weight class. While Bob Arum has made it clear he would like to put him in with his man and fellow champion, others have called for a clash against another young American champion, Shakur Stevenson. Meanwhile, the WBO super lightweight belt holder Teofimo Lopez has now claimed in an interview that Isaac Cruz turned down a fight with him in order to take a rematch with Gervonta. I gotta educate all of this. I tried to find Isaac Cruz and I spoke to his manager and he said, "Oh, not yet, we just got a belt. Champ, we gotta focus on getting a Gervonta Davis rematch." So you're gonna see that real soon, by the way. I'm saying this how it is. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.